gonna do some 2016 vintage tasting. We have 3 of our vineyards, all from 3 sub-AVAs. The first wine we're gonna taste today is from the Coelho Vineyard. It's a Van Duzer sub-AVA, which became an AVA in February of 17.
Yeah.
So it was 18.
We just missed the bottling by like a week.
Right. So first off, we're gonna have a little taste of the 16 Coelho Vineyard. So 2016 vintage, really nice color. We had a nice warm fall during harvest. Everything worked out really well, and we got the fruit in under good conditions. No rain, like some of our odd years have been. As you can see, the color is really nice, robust.
Nice ruby garnet color.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's very indicative of the Coelho Vineyard that we always love is it's super aromatic.
Yeah.
You can say one thing about the Coelho Vineyard, aromatic, maybe a little lighter bodied than say our ZEITOUN or DELFINA, but it has this feminine quality which I think makes it stand out amongst all of our vineyards.
And I think we get that from that soil, from that vineyard. It's mostly a sedimentary soil from the Missoula flood. Deep soil, really rich soil. Plants want to grow healthy. They're really healthy plants.
Makes it hard for the vineyard crew.
Makes it hard for the vineyard crew, but we really do a great job on canopy management to kind of suppress that growth, to get away from some vegetative characteristics, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
So let's give this a little taste. But you pick up, it's lighter, you get that nice cherry, raspberry, strawberry. '16 was it was a fantastic vintage, I think. I really enjoyed it, and they're drinking really well right now.
And I'd say one thing that differentiates, say, 15 from 16 really was the weather. Coming from 15, which was for Willamette Valley, very warm, because we had warm days, up in the 90s, but we kept warm at night. It never really cooled down below 70.
Which is unusual.
Pretty unusual, yeah. So 16, we had the same warm days, but it cooled down to, like kind of the higher 60s, mid 60s, which is really great for Pinot Noir because it really likes to have those kind of warmer days and then really cool off at night. That's how we keep our acidity. So, coming from 15, you have a very kind of riper style, kind of less acidity, where I think 16, you have a beautiful balance of the two.
Yeah, and I think our 15th fall we had some nice cold weather in the fall after harvest. And that kind of really puts the plants into dormancy. And then when they come out in the spring, when the weather warms up, they come out like aggressive and they really want to jump to
2016, we had the snow apocalypse.
Yeah.
Everything shut down in Oregon. And the snow's like an inch. But
so our 16 vintage, we're pretty much almost out of that. So, it's really drinking well. I encourage everybody to come out and get a bottle and taste for yourself. The unique thing is our vineyards are in 3 different sub-AVAs, and you can sit down like we're going to do here today and taste the 3 different vineyards. Same winemaking practice, same growing regime.
Same guys in the vineyard for the past 8 years, right?
Exactly. So they know the plants ins and outs, and they know where they're moving from one vineyard, which one's growing well. They've done an excellent job for us, Roberto and his crew.
Yeah, and on the winemaking side, so what we do with our single vineyards is we do a 15 to 20 day cold soak. And what we mean by cold, like 32 degrees freezing, there's ice on the tanks. So what we do is just try to kind of pre-break down all the pigments to like extract out some nice color, some nice softer tannins, and then once we feel that's a nice place to warm it up, we warm up the ferments, and we don't control the temperature of the ferment, we just let it be as hot as it wants to be, so we usually hit about 90, 95 degrees, which is relatively hot, but we get some nice extraction of like some bigger tannins, which I think aid to ageability, because for a wine that's, almost 4 or 5 years old, it's drinking very fresh, like we just bottled it.
It really
so
is.
I think in our single vineyards especially, we try to get that extraction for ageability, but yet some drinkability in the, early window, right when you can take it home. But we do the same thing for all the vineyards. We use all the same barrels, so we try to take as much variability out as we can and really let the sites and speak for themselves.
And they have just such a long finish too. I mean, they've got that real nice cherry finish. At least the Coelho vineyard does. Well, like I say, we'll talk more about the other vineyards as well. But
This is our Audrey Hepburn vineyard. Very classic.
What would you recommend the Coelho Vineyard 2016 Pinot Noir to be paired with?
I think this would be great with lamb, stuffed with like some rosemary and garlic, just nice oven roast with like some vegetables like carrots, potatoes.
Braised short ribs.
Oh yeah.
You know, you want some of that nice fat in there. The lamb has a fair amount of fat that just...
Something a little more on the savory side.
But again, it's we drink with everything.
Yeah, it goes well.
But